So what do we have here? And we'll see what this is. Look at this. Absolutely amazing. We're going to find out together what exactly these things are, and these are going to be unbelievably helpful. Let's check it out. Hey, welcome back to Life on Two Wheels. So if you're really familiar with my blog, lifeontwowheels.com, you'll have noticed that there's a gear guide. There's also a touring guide. There's so much on that website, that I've developed over the years. But in the gear guide in particular, I betray kind of my Boy Scout heritage, because what you'll see there is what I think, well, it's basically everything I know about tying stuff up. So imagine how excited I was when I was reached out to all the way from Australia to review a new product. And that product is something called a wrap tie. And this is what a wrap tie is, and I'm going to give you a couple of, maybe three really practical examples of why I highly recommend a wrap tie. This is what a wrap tie looks like. So it doesn't look like much when it's like this, but it's basically a combination Velcro and bungee. And you can't really see that I'm stretching it, but it stretches. So it stretches really, really well along its entire length. And then when you wrap it on itself, the Velcro causes it to adhere. So you kind of wrap it like this, and it adheres to itself. Wow, I really knocked that. You wrap it like this and it adheres to itself. And so it turns itself into a very, very neat package. And when you're tying something down on your bike, what happens is you always have those loose ends. So for instance, with a rock strap, I'm a huge fan of rock straps as well, but you always have those, once you tighten everything down, you've got those trailing loose ends, and they're going to flap around all over the place, and it's a little bit messy. So you end up kind of rolling them and tucking them and so on, and forcing them under the belts, which works well. But with wrap ties, that's not really it's not really necessary. And these will, unlike a rock strap, these will tie a bundle no matter how small, no matter what the circumference is. Because there's always Velcro available on the whole length of the strap. So no matter how long, no matter how short, the wrap ties work really, really well, and you have no loose ends. So the three applications, one I borrowed from Wrapties' website, and it's a young lady who demonstrates how she's stowing gear on her bicycle. The other example is that we live in a condominium, and which is great. We have indoor parking, it's wonderful, never have to worry about the weather. But the car is a little further from our home than it was when we were in a detached home. In that case, we'd park in the garage and we're literally footsteps to the kitchen. So no matter how much stuff we had, unburdening the car when we went to Costco or whatever, grocery shopping, was really a piece of cake. Here in the condo, even though our parking spot is really located very close to the elevator that takes us up to our townhouse, the fact is that it's, I don't know, probably 150, 200, 300 feet between our front door and the car. And when you're literally, to use a Jewish expression, when you're schlepping a bunch of stuff, it can be a trying experience. So what I've got is a couple of collapsible crates that by Clever Made that we picked up at Costco for virtually a song, and a dolly, a collapsible dolly that I picked up on Amazon that can hold about 450 pounds, which is more than we'd ever need. The key is, how do you secure the crates to the dolly? And the answer now for us is wrap ties. So here we go. I'll demonstrate that to you. I'm probably demonstrating it to you now as I speak through the wonders of editing. And I'm late doing this. I had promised I would do this review earlier, but life gets in the way. and so I'm a little bit behind. As a matter of fact, in about an hour, I'm already about 50 minutes late. I'm supposed to be leaving for Kingston, Ontario for the L2W motor scooter rally, and that's going to be fascinating. I've got very close friends coming from very far away to attend that rally along with me, and so there's going to be a ton of video from that. That's probably going to be 2 or 3 episodes. And Wrapties are going to be what holds my gear to the bike, and more about that later. So that's it. Wraptie, there's links in the show notes, and there's links on screen, and by all means visit them, and you too could be tying stuff up with a Wraptie. Who knows where it could lead you. That's it for another fascinating episode of Life on Two Wheels. Don't forget to come back to us. As I promised, there's going to be a ton of footage from the Kingston L2W rally with some familiar faces for you if you've been following along over the years. And you know, other episodes in the works. There's still 5.0 and the 6. You think I've forgotten about that, but no, I haven't. And even more embarrassing stuff is going on with Toronto cops, and even bigger and bigger challenges. You know, there's anyway. In some respects, it's a mess here, and the cops have their hands full. So, see you later. Don't forget to click to subscribe, click to like this video, and check out the website where you'll find the gear guide, the touring guide, and so much more.